Hi everybody, it's Celine from I Am Handmade. I'm just trying to get the camera positioning correct for you. Not very well it seems. Okay, that might work. Okay, I'm here by myself because Titch is in Galway visiting relatives. So it's all me tonight. So tonight I'm going to be making, when I say tonight it's like 8 o'clock, yeah, 8 o'clock on Saturday night, on the 1st of March. And tonight I'm going to be making Noire Belle, which is fragrances made before. The mix, the colour is going to be slightly different, because I just get bored if I do the same thing over and over. Put that out of the way. I just have, well, actually, I just have here, yeah, my milk clay mix, 4 different kinds of milk. It. So it's 4 different kinds of milk. It's yogurt, goat's milk, coconut milk and buttermilk, plus clay, white clay, plus colloidal oatmeal, which I haven't said in ages, plus what else? Is that it? I think that's it. That's all I can remember anyway. Oh, aloe vera. Aloe vera in all my soaps. I love it. It's really good for the skin. Super, super good. So, just getting everything out. So I tend to reuse these jugs for the colours. So I'm just going to blend that in. This is just into my oils and butters, which are all mixed here. No lye yet. Okay, so that's all mixed in. So I'm going to be doing colours. It's going to be jade colour, gold and white in this. Because that's just what I fancy doing. And this is my lye water, which has silk in it and a little bit of sodium lactate. So I just pour it all in. Rinse that jug out. Handy dandy cloth. This microfiber cloth, I think it's called, and it's so good for soaping with this really big. But it's just the best thing to have around for soaping. It really helps keep everything clear and tidy. Okay, so let's mix this in. My soaps or my oils were very cold, beginning to cloud over because I had them in the back room. So this is set up a little bit first. So I'm mixing all that in, making sure it's all proper. Okay. That's okay to get mixing the colours. If I soaked warmer, things wouldn't get as mixed as quickly, but it's just what I do. This is the white. Hi Malky.
Hello.
Say hello to everybody in YouTube.
Hello to everybody in YouTube then.
Hello. Yes, that'll be for the white. I think I'm missing a jug. Another jug. I used a new source of oat, colloidal oatmeal, and I can kind of see specks in it, which is not a problem really, is it? Alright, so that's another colour. Jugs, jugs, jugs. Oh, excuse me, sound a bit rude. Okay, one more, so I think I'm going to have a third colour. Okay, well I can do that. That's all good, no worries. I'll just scrape everything out, divide it up. Waste nothing. If you're going to sell soap, this is one of the best things to learn. How to scrape out. I think I know what other colour I'm going to use, but I have to go and find it. I think it'd be really pretty actually. So, all that scraped out. Let me see. Where's my white go? Where did my white go? Where did my white go? It's over here. Yeah. That's where it is. Right, I'll just fill that bucket full of water. I'm going to put you on pause just for 2 minutes, 2 seconds, and go get the other colour. Okay, I'm back, got the other colour. So, teaspoons. I'll mix my white up again. This is just mixed with a bit of water. It does tend to, it can separate if you choose to let it, or if it decides to. Mix that back up again. So I'm going to put copper colour. I thought that would be nice. One of these. For a rich colour. Less than a teaspoon. Jade. These are all mica colours that I'm using. Too green, so not so much. And then this really glistening golden gold. I like the idea of the copper and gold together. Now I've got a request for this soap. Gold always seems to need a little bit more mica. I got a request for this soap on Facebook. Somebody had bought it previously. And I said, you're going to make that again. And I don't always make the same thing again. It really depends on how they behaved. and I didn't really have any plans to, but she said she loved it so much and she'd buy a couple, and then I said, well, I'll check into it, and she came back to me and she says, okay, great, thank you for doing that, and actually I'm going to buy 10. So then I thought, okay, I'll definitely do it for that, because she obviously loves it. Definitely a speck off from that oatmeal. I'll do the green next. Just push down, pounce any of the air bubbles out as much as you can. It's a nice green. Now I haven't put the fragrance oil in yet. I'm going to do that. I'm just going to hand mix that in. I find that's the best way to do it. Let's go. Love that. It's almost like a caramel colour. But actually in the cut soap you can actually see the glisten, which is good. And then the copper. Also, I find if you do get any air bubbles in your soap when you're mixing like this, if you hand stir your fragrance oil in, then it reduces the bubble effect. So I'm going to take the bottom of the blender off and put it in my bucket of hot water and my teaspoons. Wipe that down. That's what I mean about this cloth. It's just, you wipe up everything with it. It's just so useful. Okay, I'm going to put my jugs over here. And I will bring you over with me. I have to get your positioned correctly. Okay, I think I can turn this around so I can see. Ah, that's Belle. Okay. There, so I can see what's going on. Cool. Okay, put this to the side. Move that out of the way. That out of the way. Here, out of the way, my spatulas, or my whisks. I'm going to need another couple of little spatulas. Okay, so fragrance, my fragrance oil. Oh, it smells lovely. It's quite it smells quite masculine, but it's not really, I don't think. But I think it's something that guys and girls could definitely use. So I'm just evenly mixing it between each of the tubs, each of the jugs I should say. And put that in the wash as well. Okay, so I know some people have been saying that I haven't made any making videos in a while, and you're absolutely correct. Absolutely right. I do wonder sometimes when I'm doing a remake, that is something I've made 10 times maybe, whether it's interesting to people or not. And so I don't like want to bore people to death or anything either. So that's why, I mean, for some remakes, this is a jade colour now. I'm just taking it nice and easy, blending all that in. So for some remakes, you know, I just thought, you know, why would anybody want to see this again? And maybe you do. I know, like when Holly makes her soaps, I watch them, and I've watched her making patchouli rain, or you know, her rainbow soap, or her, what's the other one she did recently, confetti blossom. When she does that, I've seen that over and over, and I don't mind watching it again and again. So I kind of thought about it, and I said, actually, you know, get over yourself. That's really nicely mixed in. Carefully tap off any excess. Doesn't matter if a little bit gets mixed in here. With more of the gold than anything, so it's not going to affect anything. Now I think I'm going to do hanger swirl on this. Is my initial take on it anyway. So I think I'll do the copper on the bottom and a layer of white, and then jade, a layer of white, and then the gold, I think. That should be good. Okay, that looks good too. It's quite thick on me. I do soap really cold at the moment. So it tends to be much thicker. But if you give it a good stir, it behaves itself over time. Hope you can see all this. Chichi always says that when I make videos by myself, they're really boring. And she could be right. Or she could just be mean. She's gone to see her folks. And she'll be back tomorrow. I think it was her granny's anniversary mass or something like that, so they're going to sort of, well, I hope celebrate her life as opposed to be sad about it, but I guess can't stop being sad, I suppose. I know she's gone about 12 years, but time does make a difference, I guess. Well, I know myself. Okay, all these are really nicely mixed in now. I'm just being careful with this because I basically don't want to get all over the worktop and have to clean it up afterwards. So that'll go in my jug. I need my hanger. You don't do hanger swirl, you need a hanger. I need 2 teaspoons. Okay, so where's my cloth? Wipe this up as I go. Right, so I'm going to put the copper on the bottom. Now, there, that's better for you. I think, yeah. So, mix this up really well. It smells lovely, really nice. I can't remember the description of it though. If you were to pay me money on pain of death, I couldn't remember what the fragrance description is. So it's basically half the jug in each mould. Too much of the first one. I'm always doing that. Now this is a really nice texture for hanger swirls. It's a bit thicker. It's sort of what I describe as custard texture. Thick. Sort of melted ice cream. Maybe a bit thicker than that though, actually. Not unlike that. Given out to on YouTube the other day for sniffing. I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. It's weird, YouTube commentators think, you know, some people are just like kind of nuts about what they say to people. So I'm going to take some of this out here because there's definitely too much on that side compared to the other. Actually looks like molten chocolate here. Yeah, that should even it up. Beauty of wearing gloves when soaping. Yeah, clean that off, making big blobby messes. Okay. If I sort of tap it out and it finds its own set level point. So a layer of white then. The beauty of it when it's this thick, it doesn't break through to the next colour. It holds this white, which is great. I think there's enough there for the next layer, so don't use it all up, Celine. And again, just tap it. Sort of self-levels again. Right, and I said green, didn't I? So give this a mix. Beautiful. I could have put more green in if I wanted more a jade colour, but I quite like this. Again, half the jug. There. I know some people weigh this all out, but Yeah, quite a bit thick at the bottom. Mix that all in again. Don't think I'm going to leave any for the top. Which I normally do. So anybody who's a fan of my Facebook page, and if you're not, why not? Get on Facebook, look up Superstar and like it. Anyway, if you follow that, recently, in the last, I guess probably like a month, maybe 3 weeks now, I had an issue about a business name, and I found that somebody, a fellow soaper in New Zealand, was using the name, and that was not good, and I was not happy. Because, you know, we come up with names for a reason, because they say something about us. And once you think you have the perfect name for you, I would advise all new soapers, actually all soapers, to go Google it before you commit yourself to a name, because other people could be using it, you just don't know. And ignorance is not a defence in law, as they say. So anyway, so she was using this on an Etsy type site, not Etsy, I will hasten to add, which is probably just as well for me, because from what I hear they're not the best when you have issues. But then again, that's all hearsay, because I don't really know. I never had an Etsy store, so I wouldn't really know about it. Friends do, and certainly have heard that issues have been I don't know what the word issues have been come across or something. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but anyway, so I contacted this girl, and I also contacted the site just to tell them this was the problem. And they did all they could within the bounds of legal ease, what they could do legally for me. And given I wasn't a customer, they probably could have told me to get lost. Put it on first. And none of the emails were answered, and messages not answered, and I was getting very irate. But eventually, about 3 weeks later, I got a message. And apparently she didn't know anything about my business. Okay, have to take that one at face value. So, so the Etsy type company, Felt they're called, changed the name for me. On her instruction, obviously can't be on my instruction because I'm not the client. Now she does have another domain name in New Zealand, one for I'm Handmade, but I'm sincerely hoping after this whole debacle that that won't be used. But I guess you all know by now that I'm Handmade is Irish and always be Irish. Will never be from New Zealand. Although oddly enough, my parents were going to emigrate there long before I was even born. So it could have been maybe from New Zealand. Anyway, it was an interesting time. Not fun. Can't say it was fun, but interesting, and I learned a lot. I learned that it's very hard for a small business person to protect their their company name, because to register a brand trademark, which a name is, ooh, this is set up quite thick, in internationally, I worked it out, it cost me at least €18,000, if not more. Wow, this is thick. And you know, for small business that is just impossible. And it's funny because the copyright law, the minute, say if I was writing a book, the minute I write the book, that's my copyright. I own it. I don't have to register it anywhere, I don't have to say this is me, it just is me. But if I have a name or an image, a brand logo, that's not me. Even though I'm using it, it's not me. I have to register it and I have to pay a lot of money to get that done. So it's fine for the big boys because they've got pots of cash. But little ones like me, and some of you, in whatever business you're in, that is not the case. Wow, this is thick on me. Too much talking, not enough working. Mix it all in. And it gets better. A bit more on this one. Yeah, so my best advice in this case, if you are running a small business, and it doesn't have to be soaping, it can be anything, is Google your business name. Not with your .com or whatever you normally have, just your name. So I googled I am handmade, and you'll see what comes up. And you might find somebody's written a review about you, that's good, bad or indifferent. Great if it's good, because then you can put up the news on your Facebook and say thank you to them. Technically they should have told you, but anyway. Don't always happen, as we know. But you might find something bad. And before you get all panicky and worried, the something bad can often be fixable. So the trick is to keep an eye on your business. Excuse me for snuffling. Soaping does it to me, I think, actually. Keep an eye on your business. Keep an eye on your company name, on the stuff that you do. Google the pictures, see if they're used anywhere else, you know? Just keep an eye on it. You may not ever find anything, and that's all good. That's actually really good. But you might, and it's better off to know about it, be able to manage it, than not know and have that floating out there somewhere doing whatever. It might be doing good, it might be good stuff, which is all good, but it might not. Okay, so now we've filled the moulds. That does look like toffee. Bang any air bubbles out this side. Then I have one little bit of white left up on the top, but I'm going to get my handy dandy hanger, which is literally a hanger with a piece of dowling rod, which is taped over about 1 billion times with tape. So down, scooch out a bit and up, nice and slow, down, scooch a little bit and up, down, scooch, up, down, scooch and up, and go as far as your mold will take. Oh. Does anybody else get really hot when you're soaping? Or Is it just me? So just taking off the excess. Waste not one. Oh. Telling you, gloves are great. Now before I bang the air bubbles on that, I did wipe down my worktop prior to starting, obviously with disinfectant, so don't worry about that. So down, right to the edge of the thing, scooch across and up a little bit, down, scooch across and up, down, scooch, scooch is a real word, up, down, scooch, and up. Scrape all this off with the spatula. It might be a bit neater. Probably won't, but it might be. Just get rid of all of that extra stuff. Soap. No point in throwing it down the drain. Everything, yeah. I have it as clean as it can be. Go wash. Okay. Now, then you take this. I think that fell off. Bang the life out of it. That's 20 on my count. I actually have a little bit of OCD about numbers, and I always count things, and I always count this. It doesn't have to be 20, but once I start it, it has to be the thing I decide it's going to be, and this is obviously going to be 20. Again. And my last very small bit of white. Getting it as fluid as I can. Just going to drizzle. That could be loads on both of them. Smells so nice. I really like this big jug here. Prefer the smaller ones. But I went to look in the store, I got it and they didn't have any. And they were like €2 or something, they were so cheap. I do like the bigger size though. So it just gives you, oop, it gives you more space to maneuver in really. Okay, and that's it. Right, nice big load of washing up to do. Great. Put that white one in as well. Okay. Now, I've just noticed that my glitter has done a runner. Normally there, and it's not. So let me have a look. me. Oh, glitter, where are you? Where are you? Let's see. A different one, without the one I want. I think the treasure are nuts. I think it's just like aha! I found it! Integral part. Okay. Yes, put away. So, just going to do the tops on this. No teaching to tell me to stop playing with it. It is perfect texture though for doing the tops. Just perfect. Okay. I might move that white about just a little. Yeah. I love texture tops. I think they look so cool. And you get to see a little bit of the copper and a little bit of the jade is showing through here. Now, I think that's it. And glitter. Not too much. Just a tiny bit. Oop. Move that across. Clean the edges a bit. Not that bad. Oh! The one I used to soak first was really mucky pop. Oop. It fell inside. And there we go. And so, you can see Noire Belle, all made. 10 bars already soaked. So I hope you enjoyed that. Again, apologies for not having a soaping video more often. I'm going to be doing another one very shortly, which is a soap called Adorable. So see you soon. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll do a cutting video of this as well. It'll probably be next week though, because I seem to be taking my time cutting these days for some reason. Work and all that. Eesh. Okay, anyway, Noire Belle, hope you enjoy. See ya! No. Bye ya! The end.